What's going on, people? Just for have another conversation about the beautiful continent called Africa again. I don't think I'll stop having that conversation because I think we're on the precipice of a true revolution, if a true disengagement with the imperial powers, a true moment of Africans literally standing up for itself and making something for itself and tearing up the papers of contracts that were signed by really stupid or forced politicians of the past. This is a time where Africa, I think, we've been given an opportunity by God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, the central God. I think in many, we know what it is, in this moment, to really take advantage of taking back power and really forcing change in the continent of Africa. I think that I'm being incredibly just proud of a lot of Africans standing up and using their platforms to speak on it and to gather for us all to speak in one voice in regards of the change we deserve. Africa deserves infrastructure. Africa deserves a lot of creation of jobs. Africans deserve for there to be all the necessity for Africans to blossom and to have a platform for them to be able to express whatever their gifts are. And we have many gifted Africans, scientists, engineers, doctors, lawyers, you name it. It's time for Africans to have that. It's time for Africans to not have to want to go abroad for a better life. We can create a better life where we are. We can create true foundations for the generations to come. We have the talents, we have the gifts, we have the human resources to be able to create that. What we're lacking now is wrong governance and imperial powers infiltrating and stopping our progression. So it's of valid importance in this moment that this movement keeps going. In the 90s, we never loved coups because we didn't understand what was really going on. Now, we know exactly what's going on. We see who the hidden hands in Africa are, as Dr. Arikana said it. We know, it's very clear who they are. It's very clear now that we know the contracts they've signed with African governments, African presidents. We've seen what they've done to the presidents and politicians that stood up against them. But the time is now, because the old empires is gonna go. The wise thing for the old empire to do, i.e. the Western space, is to pivot and have a new conversation and have a new contract drawn up. Not one of intimidation. If you don't do this, we'll do this to you, or we find somebody else to do it. But one of cooperation. But my gut tells me they won't. They won't, because of the way they see us. So it is not in our interest to start begging and asking for things to happen. It is time for us to grab the moment and grab what is rightfully ours. I don't know how that's going to happen. I would love the conversation in the comments, but it's the only way forward. This is the only way forward. I'm very proud of Burkina Faso. I'm very proud of Niger. I'm very proud of Guinea. I'm very proud of all these countries standing up for itself. My personal country, Nigeria, is taking a few steps backwards with the judiciary. The 1% wants to still control the narrative, even though we know exactly what they're going to do, which is nothing in regards to building Nigeria up and creating opportunities for its citizens. But I'm very proud of Burkina Faso, Niger, Chad, and all of those people standing up for a change, standing up to the Western powers. But we should acknowledge this moment, because this has to be the moment where we can tell our great-grandchildren what we did to lay foundations for them to live a better life, to lay foundations to them to be like, that's the reason why you don't necessarily need to go to Europe or America for a better life, So I would want this moment to continue. I want the change to continue. I wouldn't mind this coups at the moment. Anyone that stands with the African liberation. As I said with the other posts about Gabon, I was heartbreaking to find out. But there's positives. I think a wave of change is here. And this is our moment, Africa. I truly believe that. And I think everyone can feel it. Let me know what you think. Put the comments down.